Collections dragging your credit score down. Here's how to dispute them effectively. What's up, family? I'm back with another one. Hey, if you're new to the channel, hey, welcome to the family. So in today's class, we're gonna be talking about 2 ways to knock these collection agencies out. So sit back, relax, grab a pen, get some paper, get something to drink. We're gonna get straight into it. Hold up, before we talk about the 2 different strategies, if you have the money but don't have the time to go back and forth with the credit bureaus or go back and forth with the collection agencies, here's what you can do, all right? You can do a pay for delete and be permanently done with these collection agencies. But if you don't have the money, now let's knock them out. So now it's time to force the credit bureaus to remove these collections from your credit report, all right? Now there's a process to go about doing this, all right? There's a process to remove collection, there's a process to remove hard inquiries, there's a process to remove negative accounts, accounts reasserted, and accounts that are verified, all right? There's a process, and we're gonna be talking about the process to remove this collection from your credit report by leveraging the FCRA, all right? So first things first, before we actually dispute, it's the pre-dispute phase, all right? What you wanna do is gather intel, and how you gather intel, what you're gonna do is investigate and see what's really going on. You wanna basically look at everything that's on your report, all right? Look at the delinquent accounts, look at the collections, look at the public records, look at the hard inquiries, look at everything. But most importantly, what we're gonna do right now is focus on collection. Yes, you can dispute everything else, but right now we're talking about collections. So how can we get these collections off your credit reports? Step 1, what you want to do is, I call this the Experian backdoor method. What you want to do is look and see what's really going on and see the accounts that are actually attached to this personal information. So what we want to do is detach that information. So once you log into a free account with Experian, you're going to go all the way down to the bottom and click on Help Center. Now, once you click on Help Center, now what you want to do is just click on File Dispute, all right? Now, from there, what you want to do is click on Start New Dispute. And as you can see, you want to click on the Personal Information tab, all right? Now, sometimes they change it up, but what you want to do is just click on the Personal Information tab. And then from there, what you want to do is just check and see all the personal information, all your addresses, your phone number, your date of birth, everything. Make sure everything is correct. And as you can see, some of that stuff is going to be inaccurate. They're going to have variations of your first name, your last name, your address, your date of birth. They're going to have a lot of things messed up. So what you want to do is actually dispute this information, all right? So click on every last address, every last phone number, every last thing, and dispute it, all right? And just say, hey, it's inaccurate, all right? And then from there, it's going to take about 24 to 48 hours to remove it, all right? Now, you only can do 5 per dispute, but once you do the 5, go back in and do another 5 and continue doing everything until everything is disputed. Now, what's gonna happen is you're not gonna be able to dispute some of your addresses, all right? So what you wanna do now is create a personal information letter, all right? Now, from there, what you wanna do is just put your first name, last name, current address, today's date, to whom it concerns. Are you talking to Experian? Are you talking to Trans Union? Are you talking to Equifax, all right? And then from there, what you wanna do is just put something right here and then put all the addresses that you couldn't dispute on Experian, all right, on this specific letter and tell them to remove it. So the addresses, the phone number, the name, everything that you can't dispute online, and we dispute it through a letter, all right? And just make sure you add 2 forms of identification. Now, after you do that, what we want to do is hush those snitches, all right? There are snitches that are talking and talking and talking. So what we got to do is hush them up. Now, before we hush them up, what we want to do is actually order the reports that they have, all right? So one from CoreLogic, LexisNexis, Clarity, Innovis. You want to actually gather that information, because if they're communicating with the credit bureaus, guess what? They probably have stuff on that report that you need to remove as well, all right? So it's going to make it much easier for you to knock the credit bureaus out. So, but hold up. People are going to say that, hey, just because you freeze it, whatever they say on the website, are we really going to believe what they put on the website? All right, so go ahead and freeze them. Now what you want to do is do opt-out pre-screen. The reason why you want to do that is, as you fixing your credit, you don't want to be disputing, all right? And what you're going to do is you're going to get pre-approval offers as you're removing these negative items off your credit report. So I don't want you to get tempted, all right? So what we want to do is go to opt-out pre-screen. You can opt back in after you fix up your credit, all right? You get those pre-approval offers, but right now you don't want to be tempted to get them subprime offers, all right? Now, after you do opt-out pre-screen, now what we want to do is go back to our credit report and look over everything, all right? Look at the open date, date last active, date of last payment, look at the payment history, look at everything. What you're gonna see is a lot of inconsistent information on your credit report, all right? And then from there, what we're gonna do is leverage this specific law to help us get accounts removed off our credit report in the first round, all right? This letter has been working effectively, all right? Because what we're doing is leveraging this law and we're leveraging the information on your credit report. So what we're gonna do is put all that on one specific letter, right? Put the collections, and if you have other negative accounts, listed as well, all right? And then from there, what you wanna do is send this certified, but make sure you add 2 forms of identification. Matter of fact, make that 3 forms of identification: your driver's license, proof of residency, and your social security card. Because what's gonna happen is they're gonna say that you sound like a credit repair company, or they're gonna say, hey, I can't verify your information. So now you have all the documentation to actually verify your information, all right? And then from there, you add those 3 forms of identification, you send it certified. Now what you wanna do, of course, is wait 35 days, all right? Once you wait these 35 days, 30 days for them to complete the investigation, and 5 days for them to mail that investigation back to you based off of the Fair Credit Reporting Act, all right? Now, I forgot, I'm not a lawyer, just here to show you what's really going on, all right? So as you wait, you're gonna get your investigation back. Some things gonna get removed, congratulations, but some things gonna get updated, verified, all right? And usually they don't really update or verify anything, all right? So what you wanna do now is compare your reports. Let's see what they really did, all right? Look at the last report, compare it to this report, see if they updated, see if they fixed anything, right? But most likely they didn't, so they're gonna be violating multiple laws. 15 USC 1681 I-5, 15 USC 1681 S-2, 15 USC 1681 EB, and other laws that's within this specific law, all right? So just leverage that. So now what you want to do is, of course, go to Google, type in CFPB, all right? Now, yes, this isn't 100% guarantee that it's going to work, but you miss 100% of the shots you don't take, all right? So what we want to do is take these shots to remove these collections or any other negative account that's on your credit report, all right? So first things first, go to credit reporting, all right? And then from there, scroll all the way down to the bottom and click on credit reporting again and click on next, all right? And then from there, what we want to do is click on a specific thing that's really going on, all right? So first things first, as you can see, we're going to do problem with company's investigation to an existing problem, and then the investigation did not fix an error on your report, all right? Have you already tried to fix this problem? Yes. You already sent your letter out. Did you request information from this company? Yes. What information did you request? You request for them to do an investigation, all right? Reinvestigate these accounts. As you can see, it's not assure maximum possible accuracy according to the law. Did this company provide you with this information? No. All right. And then from there, what you're gonna do is just click on next. All right. And then from there, what we want to do is basically what we did when we learned in school. All right. Who, what, when, how, everything that happened from the time you sent off your first letter, everything that happened, all the laws that they violated, you're gonna put all that right here. And then what would be a fair resolution? Delete the account. All right. Put the name of the account number, remove this account from my credit report for violation of 15 USC 1681I, violation of this law, all the specific laws. And you can also actually attach the evidence, the letters that you sent as well. If you sent out multiple letters before, send out, upload it as well. And then from there, what you want to do is just click on next. All right. Now, after you click on next, who are we going to be communicating this dispute through? All right. Are we going to be complaining with Experian? Are we going to be complaining with TransUnion? Are we going to be complaining with Equifax? All right. So from there, what you want to do is just look up the company's information. All right. So what we want to do is click on Experian Information Solution, social, name as it appears on your credit report, date of birth, and you want to input all that information. All right. And then do you want to complain with another company? No. All right. The reason why is because you want to create 3 separate complaints, one to Experian, one to TransUnion, and one to Equifax. So now what you want to do is review everything, all right? You're going to click on next. You're going to review everything. You're going to make sure everything is good to go. Make sure everything, click on submit. Now here's what's going to happen. CFPB is going to reach out to Experian, reach out to TransUnion, reach out to Equifax on your behalf. Now Experian, TransUnion, and Equifax have 15 days to respond back to that complaint, all right? But what usually happens is, hey, they ask for 60 additional days. It usually doesn't take them 60 additional days to respond back to that dispute. All right, so just be patient, give it time. All right. Now, once they respond back, congratulations. Hopefully, you got some accounts removed or collections removed from your credit report. All right. Now, if you don't want to go through that process, if you don't want to leverage the FCRA laws, what you can do is leverage the FDCPA laws. All right. Now, here's how you're going to create your letter to actually dispute with the collection agency. All right. Now, what you want to do is, this is going to be based off of 18 USC 1692C, all right? You're going to create a letter. You're going to create a handwritten letter to the collection agency. You're going to have the collection agency name, the account number, quote unquote, the amount you owe. And what you're going to do is tell them, I refuse to pay this debt, all right? Once you say, I refuse to pay this debt, I have a lot going on, you're gonna send that letter certified. And what's supposed to happen is, hey, they're supposed to cut off communication, but usually they don't. They're gonna text you, they're gonna email you, they might call you, but they're not supposed to, because they're supposed to cut off all communication. Now, once they do that, that's a violation, all right? Now you have you're gonna have multiple violations, and you can leverage that and talk to a lawyer if you want to. We do have a lawyer on the team, but most importantly, you can reach out. And we usually do all this. If you don't want to do this, hey, let us know. But we usually do all this for clients as well, but you can do this yourself. Now, what's going to happen is, guess what? You have multiple violations, and you can file a complaint with the CFPB and directly file a complaint against this collection agency for violating your rights. All right. Now, once you get, let's just say you did the credit bureau route and you got everything removed from your credit report, you got those collections off your credit report. Guess what? You still owe the money. So what you want to do is negotiate that debt. Once it's off your credit report, you want to negotiate a really low payment for you to pay, so it can be permanently gone from your credit report. Because if you don't, guess what? They could sell that debt to somebody. Now it's going to be reappeared on your credit report. Now you got the account, your credit score dropped. All right. So once you get it off your report, negotiate the debt. Just say you owe $100, quote unquote, or $1,000. Negotiate for $50. Hey, I got $50 to pay this debt, and I want to get it removed from my credit report. Hey, do a pay for delete. Now it's off your report. All right.